In bombed streets, laughter flickered like forbidden light, defying hunger, fear, and silence. Someone laughed, and for a breath, the world remembered itself alive amid smoke, ruins, and waiting darkness, where hope hid quietly tonight now. History remembers screams, but between them were jokes whispered under breath. Soldiers, mothers, prisoners shared smiles as secret rations for the soul when nights stretched endlessly without bread or mercy from surrounding powers, pressing inward hard. In trenches, cartoons bloomed on muddy walls, mocking death's certainty. Humor bent pain sideways, giving minds a doorway to breathe, while shells counted seconds above trembling bodies waiting for dawn again, somehow against fate alone together. Famine camps echoed with gallows humor, brittle yet stubborn. People joked about empty bowls because tears had already been spent and laughter cost nothing when dignity was taxed by cruel seasons and failing crops everywhere daily.
My grandfather laughed during raids, a sharp bark in darkness. He said jokes stitched courage when courage kept tearing from sirens and boots passing overhead nightly without mercy or warning signs ever offered to children inside. In cellars, laughter was muted, shared eye to eye. It said, "I see you. We endure tonight too beneath collapsing histories and burning calendars that forgot birthdays and futures, yet hearts counted beats together still breathing."
Across centuries, comedy resurfaced after plagues, wars, collapses. Like grass through concrete, it refused erasure. Theaters reopened in ruins with candles and courage when cities exhaled again slowly, painfully after long nights of sirens and smoke. Comedians weren't trivial. They were medics for morale. A laugh reset breathing, posture, hope. It reminded bodies they lived beyond ration lines and propaganda posters that narrowed futures into fear alone for compliance purposes only briefly. Even jokes about death reclaimed power from it. They shrank terror to something punchable, allowing people to stand taller inside ruined mornings with stubborn humor and shared glances across barricades of fear, together again briefly defiant. This wasn't denial. It was survival intelligence. Laughter conserved humanity when systems failed. It built bridges between strangers, sharing benches and basements, while governments fell apart over broken promises and empty speeches echoing nightly on radios.
Years later, survivors remembered jokes more than gunfire. Because laughter held faces, names, warmth, it preserved who stood beside you when history blurred into numbers and cold statistics without mercy or memory left behind by disasters. I keep his laugh passed down like a match. When darkness gathers, I strike it carefully and share light briefly with anyone nearby, because warmth multiplies when shared freely during hard times. Again, always somehow together.
Today, laughter still threads crises we barely comprehend. It moves through memes, stages, kitchens, connecting isolated rooms worldwide during pandemics and wars when touch disappears and grief compounds daily, nightly without pause or permission from anyone. Comedy reminds us we're not alone in pain. It insists on shared humanity, stubborn and bright. Even now, it asks us to breathe together, then laugh forward through uncertainty with courage borrowed daily from each other. Hold on to laughter. If this moved you, like, share, subscribe, and comment to keep stories human together here. Always onward now.